Hello, guys. Good evening. I wanted to come and do this quick live for y'all. And I wanted to talk about death magic. Yeah, let's talk about this. Death and doom magic. Death and doom and destruction magic. Is what we're going to talk about, which sucks because, I don't know, tomorrow night we're going to talk about something funner than this stuff. It just seems like things have been kind of off lately, hasn't it? Things have been completely off and not of my doing whatsoever. So don't blame it on me. Goodness gracious. I wanted to talk about death magic and how it usually doesn't lead to death, but will lead to financial and possible health problems. Okay. For example, you're in a job that you enjoy and all of a sudden everybody at the job just kind of starts acting funny towards you, and then this leads to being fired from the job or you losing the job. This is the beginning signs of some kind of death or doom magic. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all straight up and down the way that you can protect yourself from death and doom magic is keeping a pure heart. I know that that sounds very corny and hoity toity to a lot of people, where right now we live in a world where so many people, they are embracing not life, but they're more so embracing this dark area of the human psyche. So a lot of people believe that while they're living, being very bad and doing bad things to innocent people, that, this is somehow the bee's knees and you are badass and ooh, look at you go. So a lot of people, and I think that it is a manifestation of anxiety and fear as to why people do that. Honestly, I think they're scared. And that's why they can't live in love and light. You know what I mean? Because I love love and light. Love and light is great. Um, Unfortunately, there are a lot of people that are living that are behaving like the dead. It's weird, isn't it? Hey, what in the world? You got something in your throat or something? It's a lot of people that are living like they're dead already. Like that's how they move. They just, and not dead in a good way, like dead and trapped somewhere that none of us ever want to go. We don't want to go there wherever it is that they have went. Cause wow. Anywho, I personally think it's possession because I don't think that most people are protected from possession, and I think that that's what leads to that. And so we got a lot of people that are doing things that make absolutely no sense whatsoever. Only time that you should be ever playing around with death and doom magic is if somebody is threatening your life, somebody is a threat to your life and your well being. I'm talking about a real threat, not a paranoid delusional threat. Okay. If somebody is messing with your job, if somebody, and I'm not talking about a job that was created so that you could impede on others. Because some people, you know, y'all know that there's professional trolls and professional stalkers out there. They can't claim that they're just doing their job. No, they don't get to do that. Sorry. Okay. But I'm talking about an honest living. You're earning an honest living. Okay. Or if somebody's doing death magic on you, or if somebody is trying to put sickness on you. There's only a few things, somebody that can possibly lead to some kind of real tragedy happening in your life. But, there are some people out there that are trying to play around with death and doom magic. They are not, justified in doing it. If somebody is saying to you, I'm going to hunt you and your loved ones to the end of time until you're dead, then that's when you can pick up a doom candle. Otherwise, no. Okay? Just FYI. If I were your teacher of magic and black magic, I will warn you about that because there are a lot of people who have ended up dead doing that. Stop playing around with it. Okay? Especially when it comes to, the people are lighting up doom candles like they're eating Pez candies or something. Like, no, wrong move. You don't do it. Okay. But typically, a lot of you guys that are the target of somebody's death because they are upset with you about something that they don't have the right to be upset about. A lot of y'all that get stuff thrown at you, unfortunately, if it's strong enough at that time, what it will lead to is to financial issues. Okay. Now, I err against, I throw caution to the wind. Just because you can do something doesn't mean that you should. Don't just do that. Don't. Like, I don't understand why people act like the messenger is the one that made the rules. It's the way that it is. You can't just impede on other people. People are always, if they have a strong enough will to live, they are going to survive. So the best thing for people to do is to stop being ignorant and stupid and leave each other the hell alone and go somewhere and live your life. I don't get it. I don't. I've been asking myself this question for the longest, especially these so-called practitioners that will conjure bad spirits and then act like, well, I can't control it. So no. You conjured up that bad spirit. You shouldn't have done it. Now, what are you going to do with it? Now, what you need to do is you need to put it away. Why people can't do that, I have no idea. When you see that's all it's doing is causing you problems because you were not justified in doing what you were doing, then it's time for you to take responsibility. What do you think is going to happen? You think you're going to die? If you think that, then you are going to. So if you mistakenly decided one day, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, that you were going to attack somebody with death and destruction, and you could have just walked away from that person and left that person alone, and here you are still going through it. You always sick. You going through changes. Learn how to let it go. Instead, what people are doing is trying to throw stuff back and forth. And with a lot of people, there is no back and forth. With a lot of people, you can't throw stuff back and forth. People have the right to live and survive. There's nobody on this earth that doesn't have that right. So that's why I don't understand why people try that kind of stuff. If somebody's stupid enough to fall for it and allow you to do that to their family, then hey. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? If a person is like smart enough to go to somebody and say, "Hey, I need some help," that's it. You need to cut it out and you need to go and connect to source. Okay. So a lot of you guys that have death magic on you, you're going through financial problems and possibly even sickness to where you're actually sick. Like you might, you know, you may be going through some things that, you know, it may not be cancer or anything, but you may be going through some stuff. Okay. So, you do have to get that stuff off of you. It doesn't just work itself out. I had a client tell me that a few months ago. I think he's on drugs though or something, because he did not want to pay me. I think his client was on drugs and he wanted to buy drugs, and that's a death curse. Being on crack cocaine or something, that can possibly be a death curse. So be careful with that. Okay. Um, he said, "Well, maybe it'll just work itself out." I said, "No, it's not." When I'm very careful about when clients say things like that, because I feel like people still are walking around in that ignorance, trying to act like they can just sacrifice just some person. And I got to tell you that Jamila ain't never the sacrificing. Neither are my babies. Neither are my good clients and their babies. I have clients with lots of babies. Okay. And they love their babies. Okay. And you don't have the right to attack those people. Okay. So I don't know where all of a sudden, like, it's been happening a lot because I can read people's minds. It's been happening a lot. People running around here thinking, well, I can just go to somebody or some kind of entity or force that will just sacrifice this lady and her babies. Like the little old lady in the shoe had so many kids she didn't know what to do. And then, but it's all, and you know what? And we see y'all lucky y'all ain't no blood sacrifice. I saw something on the news, y'all, that was really sad and breaking. This woman, she couldn't believe it, and you could tell that she was just in disbelief. Somebody murdered her whole family. I said, "Damn, damn." So some of y'all that are just going through some stuff, y'all better consider yourselves to be very lucky, because some of these people will try to just. That's why I said get that demonic protection from death and ill wills and fates of the enemies is what we call it. I got a Latin name for it too, but it's the demonic protection from death, ill wills, and fates of the enemies. Okay, and it's very real and it works. A lot of y'all don't know. Y'all be like, "Oh my God, it's gonna cost me $10 million to get this off." You got to start with that demonic protection from death anyway. That's what it's called. If when you contact me, say, "Hey Jamila, um what's that called, that demonic protection from death, ill will, and fates of the enemies? Can I get that?" Because here's how death magic works. It can be sent with spirits, and these spirits can either be sent to cause. Big one is suicide. A big one is the S word. Yeah. Yeah, man. Oh God. You know what I'm saying? Mm-mm-mm. Some of them are sent to make people do self-destructive things that can get them killed. Some of them are sent to cause sickness and illness, self-harm. It just depends on the practitioner that sends it. And stop getting mad at witchcraft and the occult, man. That's the don't have a temper tantrum. Well, I'm mad. I hate this. I'm mad. Look, just put your big girl or big boy panties on and go with the flow, because it ain't nothing you can fucking do about it to change it. You can't go to the Bible and say, God, come and destroy these people. No, it's not going to happen. A lot of people think that they can do that. I don't understand it. But that's not how it works at all. Because, there's spirits and deities and primordial gods that are out here that can literally, oh, goodness gracious. Anyway, so that's typically, so a lot of you guys that, y'all be like, I don't have the money. Y'all be like, a lot of times that's that death spirit that's on you because it prevents you from getting help. And then the next thing you know, you start getting sick. Next thing you know, and things will get worse from there. So try to do something about it. You know what I'm saying? I handle cases of death, magic, and doom. Been doing it since I started my practice. And we only just recently had to do the demonic protection from death. Otherwise, for years and years and years, we just ate it. Wasn't that big of a deal. Okay. But now it's kind of a big deal because, the adversaries, and they are, you know, more. I'm going to walk down. I'm walk down to the laundry and get my clothes because I'm about to jump in the shower. So, and a lot of people say, well, I'm not worried about that because I got God. Of course, we all do. We all have God. Oh, no, no, no. Hey, I'm on here advertising spiritual work. I don't need it for anything. Everything that I want. So it ain't about my need. It's about what y'all need. Because everything that I need and want, I'm going to have it. Always. Okay. But you said, how much do you need? I would give it to you. But you told me that I was going to die. See, I don't. I don't have time for that kind of, you know, seriously. Seriously. And I don't know what it is that you think that you're doing right now, hon. But I don't need you for anything. If anything, you need me, which is why you keep watching me. We're not talking about any of that stuff. You people, let me tell you something. I don't want to talk to you people tonight. I've already addressed y'all, and that situation is over. Go back over to where they're doing the stupidity. Don't come over here. Okay? Now, if banning you from my chat means that you're going to die, good deal. Okay? So, because I don't need you for anything. That's just straight up and down the truth. Everything that I have, that I want, I have it right now. Okay? And I kind of know who that is. Listen, buddy, I've been taking care of myself for years. I don't need you. Okay? Go get a life. Thank you. Okay? Now you're blocked. All right. I'll be right back, guys. Yeah, this is stupid. I can tell you the truth of the situation is that if you are a stalker, you are gonna die. If you're a stalker, then what the fuck? You would stalker or accepted? Is that what you needed to hear tonight? If you are stalking somebody, yes, more than likely you may be getting ready to die. Yeah. Is there a problem with that? Shouldn't be too much. If you don't want to deal with it and accept it, then I don't know what to tell you. Okay? But you got to stop stalking people because I don't want to be bothered. You're trying to be problematic. And you want all the attention because apparently your mama didn't give you enough attention when you was a child. Apparently. Well, you know what? Get over it. Whatever your mammy didn't give you when you was a child, you need to get over it now because nobody's talking to you. You're messing with people. Okay? And you should not be in the spiritual community doing that. You need to go see a therapist or something. Okay? All right. Now, there's no trash can in here. I guess not. Okay. So back to what I was talking about. Oh goodness. Okay. So, um, y'all need to stop letting other people um need to have done is what y'all need to do because those people um they don't care about themselves. Okay, get back, get back, get back, get back, get back. Okay. Mhm. Kitty, kitty, kitty. So my discussion kind of got thrown off by that stupid person that came in here. I wanted to just say this up front. I do not participate in any kind of sex work. um I have never done that. I am a witch. Exactly. I am a witch and I do spiritual work for people. That's what I'm here for. Okay. I know that I'm a very attractive woman, but honestly, it's gotten to the point where it's annoying and yeah, yeah, I'm not gonna have my business practices or my business disrupted by men who need to go and fulfill their own sexual needs. And I don't even see, from what I feel, I don't feel no kind of sexual energy. We talked about that earlier, didn't we? If you guys didn't see the live that I did earlier, y'all can go look at that and it will explain a lot about, I go into detail about what I talked about hours ago. That was like hours ago that we spoke about that. And we're not talking about that now. We're talking about death magic. Okay? And a lot of these men on this platform are goofy. Their eyeballs is rolling all around in their damn head, and they don't understand that they need to be respectful. And you gonna learn though. Oh, did you? Oh, you was blocked from Facebook and Instagram. Well, I'm glad you finally got back in. So that's typically what it will cause is financial issues, and sickness, and the way that we diagnose that is, well, first of all, it's a lot of crappy people in this world, and your existence, they can't get over your existence. It's weird. It's weird. Okay. So, they will attempt to do certain things. And then we also talked about how there's a lot of desperate occultists out there that will take these spiritual cases from these desperate and depraved men who want to hurt somebody. We spoke about that yesterday, actually. No, I'm not going to put a rotting. I'm not going to put a rotting vagina spell on your ex-girlfriend. I'm not going to do that. Okay. It looked like to me somebody's lonely on a Friday night. Pure buttermilk, and what was the other account? Lamar's pet cricket Rollo. That is so unattractive in so many ways. I don't even see how you survive for 47 years, boy. We all know who that is stalking, right? What an idiot. God. Everything that it does is so just very unattractive. Everything that he does and says is so unattractive. I swear, the most unattractive person that walked the face of this earth. I just, you can't make this kind of, you can't make up this kind of weirdness. I mean, it's just weird. I was looking for your Instagram, Stefan, because you had sent me a message from over there, I think. Lonely, sad, fake life that they not happy with is what it is, Stefan. 48 years old and still don't know how to fulfill their lives. It's sad. It's sad, and no amount of money is going to make that person attractive or wanted. No amount of money is going to make a person like that attractive. Never. I mean, I'm just saying. Seriously. Stalking my business, lying on me, harassing me, being problematic, and then telling me they want to give me money instead of me doing what spirit wants me to do. Now, obviously, any of us that are in tune and in touch with the reality of the spirit realm and how it connects to our physical world knows how unbelievably stupid that is. Obviously, if I was just looking for money in my business, obviously my business is about more than money. Obviously, right? I've had 30 years of work experience, obviously, and I've been licensed as a real estate agent. Obviously, I would, yeah. Let's just hit these trolls in the nose. I didn't plan on being here that long, by the way, guys. It is nothing worse than a black sector troll. And we banish you and whoever is controlling you and whatever reality you live in has no power over here. Straight up and down. Bye. Anyway, that's pretty much all that I was going to say. I've never seen somebody crashing out behind a troll account, but then they come on here and they act like they got good sense. Pretty much as an adult, you're supposed to have good sense all the time. It ain't supposed to be just sometimes. It's supposed to be all the time. Oh, I can see you, Stefan. I'll follow you on Insta. I'll come over there and follow you when I'm done here. Mm-hmm. Oh, goodness gracious. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Ain't nobody worry. We don't worry about them. They worry about us all the time, Stefan. It's just all day, every single day. I feel like when you do that, I feel like stalkers, like their energy is of death because they really do not give themselves any sustenance of what they need. That's why we core cut from them. They literally have made their lives about us, which is sick. And I don't respect somebody that throws their life away like that. Okay? It's ridiculous, all the damn stalkers over here. So, anywho, yeah, whoever that male was that was offering me money, I have spiritual clients. This is what I'm here for. YouTube is not a dating site, it's a website. I know that Backpage has been missing for a few years and you're so hurt. Go to another website with that. You're on the wrong website. But anyway, y'all. Okay. I gotta go because I'm about to go get in the shower. I just got my clothes out the dryer and I'm gonna go get in the shower. So I'll catch y'all later. Make sure that y'all ask me about the demonic protection from ill wills, death, and fates of the enemies. It works. And it's something that you don't even have to worry about. Okay. It's not nothing that, like, I don't understand why there's some people in this world that feel bad for winning or for surviving. You know, if you're the type of person to where your adversaries have you to the point where you are upset or sad because you survived their bullshit, then you can't work with me as a client. Mm-mm. Because I'm going to be honest with you. I give zero fucks about any of my enemies. And see, y'all learned that crap in Sunday school. Love thy enemies. No. Well, it was a deeper meaning of that. No. No, your enemies want you dead. And if there ever was a purge day, they would kill you. No. I know there's a lot of people that you kind of don't feel like you're actually here until somebody's stabbing you to death or shooting you, and then that's when you realize, oh shit, I'm really alive because this hurts. I think it is some people on this earth that they don't actually feel like they're here and this is not real. It's very real. It is. She over there making biscuits. I gotta go, y'all. This kitty cat is so funny to me. All right, y'all. I gotta go. That's all I wanted to talk to y'all about. The trolls are out because it's Friday night, and apparently, you know, they can't find anything to do with their lives. It's so sad, but yet they'll front like they got respect, like anybody respects you. They don't. If you need to know, nobody respects it. And I apologize for them, y'all. All of the normal people that are here, that are normal, okay, and want to hear about spiritual stuff. Not my enemies, though. The enemies come over here to try to learn from me and then attack me with what they learned from me. We'll see how that's going to work out for you, buddy. Oh, buddy, old pal. It's not going to work out for you. All right, y'all. I got to get in the shower. Y'all can schedule consultations with me, you know. I am actually looking for new clients. So you guys are welcome to contact me 770-686-7461. I'm not doing any free readings for the channel, but I may go ahead and go over to TikTok and do some readings and then upload them over here. I may. I don't know. Okay. All right, y'all. Y'all